I welcome you all with peace in my heart. Hopefully bless you with peace in your heart. 2020 is a very phenomenal year. And when we look at the numerology of 2020, which is right in front of us, what kind of thing are we talking about? 2020 vision. But it goes deeper than that when we study the numerology. It's a turning point. The whole decade, the next 10 years, is a turning point, but this is really critical. 2020 is the starting for that. So what are we talking about? Traditionally, those numbers, 2020, which also makes infinity, is the beginning, and is a time of choice. It's a time of choice, of blessing or of cursing. It's a time of choice as we choose what side of life we're going to be on. Are we going to choose life and light? Or are we going to choose the dark side? And the beauty about 2020, it's a portal. And how we live our lives, particularly in this year, actually really affects an outcome for the next generation or generations, because it's a turning point in world consciousness. Now, what are we going to do about that? Well, if we start every action with love, we start every thought with love, we start every action and thought with peace, and really ask the question, how do my actions, how do my thoughts uplift the world, uplift the planetary network? Then we are choosing the forces of light. So in this turning point, we actually have a role to play. And we can talk about free will. 2020, in a sense, is the bigger destiny turning point. But our actions within that determine the outcome of that. And that's what's really exciting about it. So we are needing to choose either unity or, I'm going to use diversity, but divisiveness. We've been told at another level, groupthink, politically correct thinking, and the idea of looking at life through group division, the color of your skin, the color of your beliefs, rather than the uniqueness of the individual and their spiritual connection to the divine. So we have some choices. Are we going to develop in a way where we become free of the brain control system? Because 2020 is also a year where there's going to be increased psychic and mental abilities. Are we going to take that in our life and expand our consciousness? Or are we going to contract our consciousness, trying to fit in to a mold of how to think, groupthink versus the unique individual making their connection with the divine in every action that they do. So this turning point is really worth being aware of. I mean, if you don't get that there's something going on in 2020, it's really hard to make the right decisions. But if you say, oh my goodness, this is a portal bringing in light or bringing in darkness, and how I act, how I think will make a difference, then we really do make a difference. So as we enter 2020, we make the choice to choose the divine in our life, to choose to see the divine in every person, that spark of the divine. When we make a choice to see that beauty in every person's soul. And in that way, we tilt the field towards increased enlightenment and love and oneness. May you be blessed to really participate fully in the 2020, bring you to its highest octave. Amen. Aho. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Om Takiwasu.